Name is Carlos De Leon, or you call me Carlitos 49er, man. I'm out of Austin, Texas. I'm 55 years old. I did 38 years, 13,870 days straight, no parole. Now I'm a free man after 38 years. This is the first Christmas spending with my family.
First Christmas spending it with your family. 38 years. You know what's up, Aperture? What's up, man? Number one again. Thank you, brother. Welcome in, brother.
Thank you.
We're here with Carlos, guys. If you've been around in the channel, you guys definitely know who Carlos is. Carlos, we've got some people here now. They're saying what's up to you.
Hey, hello. How y'all doing today, man?
What's up, SP? Carlos, you've been through a lot of wars, man, in this lifetime.
Yes, I have.
What do you think you fought and battled the most?
Being in prison, losing my family, been in wars for stupid stuff, man. But the most, losing my relatives, man. Losing a lot of my family, being locked up for my stupidity, hanging out with the wrong crowd. Got me locked up when I was young. I was 17 years old. Got locked up. Got out when I was 54 years old. Now I'm trying to do what's right, man. Trying to do what's right with the good Lord. Like I say, man, I have my struggles, man, but I'm doing my best.
Do you, when you step outside, do you still feel institutionalized?
Yes, I do. It's gonna take a while for me to break that institutional. Yeah. I still walk around with my spoon in my back pocket. Still walk around with my container with my coffee in it every morning. Yep.
Yeah, guys, 17 to 54.
Yes, sir.
And he did day for day.
Yes, I did.
How long has it been out?
Christmas Day will be 5 months. July 25th, I got out. This Christmas will be 5 months that I've been a free man.
5 months free man.
Yes, sir. I love this free world. Love the women, the good food, the environment, man, the city of Austin. Man, beautiful, man. The skyscrapers downtown look beautiful at night, man. Y'all, man, love it, man.
TW said, do you want Taco Bell?
I want some enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Okay,
yeah.
Carlos. I've only done 8 and been out 4. We blessed, bro. Stay on the right path, man.
Thank you, sir.
And Picasso pretty much appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Ask him to give us one piece of advice, please.
Man, just do what's right, man.
What does that mean to you? What is doing what's right?
I know it's hard. I know some people, man, they struggle. The first thing they want to do is go back what they were doing, man, stealing and selling drugs, man. It ain't gonna do but lead you where you're at, man. Sometimes I get that temptation, like, damn, I feel down sometimes, but
wow,
I feel down. Like, I know, man, if I do what's wrong, man, I'm gonna end up right where I was at. So I do what I can, you know what I mean? Cut yards.
Hey, TW said he wants you to have some enchiladas.
Yeah.
He said go to Taco Bell. He sent you $8.
All right.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Since being released, you've had nothing but positive feelings, or talk to me about that. Have you had any temptations?
I have some temptations, man. You know what I mean? Everybody has temptations, man. Everybody, you know what I mean? But I was around some positive people, man. You know what I mean? I met some positive people since I've been out. You know what I mean? They tell me, man, hey, just do what's right, man. I know you're gonna have your struggles. You're an ex-con, you know what I mean? But something good's gonna happen in your life, man. Something good's gonna happen in your life, Carlitos. You know what I mean? Just don't give up, man. He said, I still ain't found a good woman yet. You know what I mean? But hopefully I find one. There's one particular woman. But hopefully she's watching this. And hopefully she forgive me for my stupidity. You know what I mean?
What does having a connection so authentic in your life mean to you? That woman, you that's the first woman you connected with out of prison,
Yes.
and that means a lot to you because
I wasn't with, the last time I was with her was 38 years ago. You know what I mean?
so when you got out of prison, you linked up with the girl that was your girlfriend when you were 17 before you got locked
No,
up.
I was 15 when I met her, and when I got locked up, I was 17. So, but she ended up getting married, but we ended up connecting after I got out. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They're asking, why did you go in?
For aggravated robbery, hanging around with the wrong crowd. I was given 35 years, but I picked up some time while I was incarcerated for a riot.
Anthony said, I walked away from love, ruined fate. It was something I still regret. Don't be me.
Yeah.
You walked away from love because of ego?
Yes, I walked away.
Would you have done it differently?
I would have did it differently, but and my ego got in my way. You know, we spoke about this. Yeah. I told you, man, that I love this woman so much that I don't know what happened, what got to her, you know what I mean? But she told me not to come back. But hopefully one day she comes to her senses and knowing that Carlito will always love her, still loves her right now today, and always will.
Carlitos, what would you like to provide for a woman now that you're free?
Get a job, help her out, you know what I mean? Try to provide for her. Try to provide as much as I can.
You've developed a lot doing 38 years in prison.
Yes.
You've really created a character that's quite unique, unlike any other people that I've met. You've got a lot of potential to do a lot of good things out here.
Yes. So I know.
What have you involved yourself with in the last 5 months that you've been free?
I've been helping out people, doing some little concrete work, you know what I mean? Little carpentry here and there, you know what I mean? Landscaping, you know what I mean? Trying to make some money.
If someone saw this video and networks in Austin, what kind of skills do you have right now?
I did roofing when I was young.
What about right now?
I would love to do some roofing. That's what I did when I was young. Love to do roofing. Yeah. My main thing right there, man. Get up in that roof, man. Get up in that roof and get to work. Got to make that money, man. Yeah. Provide for my family and provide for me.
Does he get his ID and social security card and the birth certificate?
Oh, I got all that.
Did prison offer you anything when you got released?
All they gave me was my birth certificate and $100. That's it. And the bus ticket back to Austin, Texas. Yeah. A bus ticket back home to the capital city.
So when people get released from prison, they get $100 and a bus ticket to a city.
Yeah.
What do you think happens after that?
You on your own after that, brother. If you discharge from Texas prison, you get $100, a bus ticket to where you're going, and some raggedy clothes. I came out looking like a clown. It looked like I was just released from the circus on July 25th.
Why you say that?
They gave me a polka dotted shirt and some polka dotted pants.
You lying to me.
No, sir. You could ask Milton and Denise. When they brought me to the house, I had a polka dotted shirt and polka dotted pants.
They do that on purpose, or what is up with that?
That's what that's the clothes they donate to the Texas prison.
Do you have any kids?
No, sir.
Is that something you want to do?
Have kids.
What does that mean to you, Carlos?
Oh, I love kids, man. My cousins, they got a bunch of grandkids, bunch of kids, you know what I mean? Man, I love kids. I love just being around my family's grandkids, you know what I mean? I don't know them like that, but you know what I mean? But I love to have a kid of my own.
Doing 38 years behind concrete, it's almost like you were put into like a time capsule.
Yes, sir.
What was that like coming out here into the free world?
Oh, I was lost. I was lost, to tell you the truth. I was lost for 3 weeks, man. I didn't come out of my house. I only came out like 8 times in 3 weeks. I was like I said, I was lost, man. I really didn't like being around people, you know what I mean? I was like kind of paranoid being around people, man. But once I started opening up, you know what I mean? I started, hey, this world's good, man.
Randy said, congratulations on being free, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Randy.
Do you plan on starting your own thing out here or working for somebody?
Working for somebody until I make some money. Hopefully one day I could get my own business, man. I don't know. Only God knows.
What someone asked again, what was your crime?
Aggravated robbery. Aggravated robbery.
Were you in a gang at that age?
I was in the street gang. Yeah.
Just the neighborhood boys get together kind of deal?
Yeah.
Type deal?
Yeah, neighborhood boys hanging out, you know what I mean? Committing crimes.
Wow. And you got sucked into a lifestyle you really wasn't for you.
It really wasn't for me. I just wanted to hang out, you know what I mean? Yeah, I just feel bored. But like I say, now I just stick to myself, you know what I mean? If it ain't hanging around my family or people that positive, I'm just always to myself, you know what I mean? You know how I am. I'm always to myself, man. Every time you see me, you're always gonna see me by myself.
Why?
Because I hate being around negative. I like being around positive people, man.
But Carlos, you have the ability to take negative and transmute that to positivity.
Yes, sir. Yes, you can.
So why not accept the negative into your life and try to transmute it?
You're right about that. I could turn negative into positive, you know what I mean?
You've done it all your life. That's how you survived. That's how you're in front of me right now.
Yeah.
You did 38 years, guys. I can't even conceptualize that, man. I really can't. And I try, man. I try to put myself in your shoes, Carlos. But the reality of it is, I would never be able to.
Yeah. And people can't believe it. He said 38 years. Man, you look young. I was talking to a woman and a man on the bus the other night. And the guy was telling me, damn, man, you did 38 years. I said, yes, sir. He said, it's hard to believe that. You look too young. I said, thank you. It's like you said, it's like I was sucked into a capsule, you know what I mean?
Aperture Science said, you forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them. Michael Townley.
Yeah.
You forget. That's interesting. 1,000 things. There's got to be way more things you don't remember than that. I think we have like I don't know. I forget. Somebody look that up. If you don't mind, somebody in the chat look up how many thoughts do we have per day, then put it in the chat. That would be cool. But man, Carlos, when I met you, you just got out.
Yes, I have been out 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And when we linked up, you had a phone, but you didn't even know how to work it.
No, sir. Didn't know how to use a phone now. Hey, man, all I do is stay on my phone, you know what I mean?
Me and Carlos spent a lot of time together working on his phone, getting his email.
Yeah, my Facebook, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Trying to get him, evolved 38 years in, like a short amount of time so he can flood back into 2025.
That's how I found the woman that I was with in 1987 and 86.
Carlos, oh, my bad. Go ahead.
I found her on Facebook, you know what I mean? 2 weeks, 3 weeks after I started my Facebook, I found her. Yeah.
Dang, good guy. Appreciate you, man. Okay, we got some different numbers in the chat. We're seeing 243,000, 495,000, average 20,000. Guys, why is all this information different? 6,200 thoughts a day, 12,000. So we need to cite these websites, guys. What's going on here? I don't know about these thoughts. I guess it's obviously different for people, but that's a lot of scattered information for sure. Yeah. They're saying you got like 60 to 400,000 thoughts a day.
Oh yeah.
How many thoughts do you think you have a day?
Shit, a lot. Huh?
What do you think about the most?
Shit. I think a lot about a lot of people, man. I got a lot of thoughts every day, man. I wake up, I got a lot of thoughts, man, that come to mind. Yeah.
Carlos, you value freedom to a higher capacity than most people because it was stripped away from you for such a long period of time.
Yes.
When you got into freedom, what was that like?
Man, when I first got here the first night, I was scared, man. I didn't know what was gonna happen the first night I hit Austin. You know what I mean? I was kind of paranoid, you know. And to tell you the truth, man, I was like, damn, I don't know nobody, man. Only people I knew was the people that I met in prison and my family. You know what I mean? But I started running into a lot of people after I got out. You know what I mean? Started running into a lot of people, man. Like, damn, bro, you still look the same, man. You just got a little fat. But now I'm losing my weight.
Hey, you slimmed down.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember the comment section was heating on you.
He said, "Dad, they were hating on me because I was fat." He said, "Dad, bro." He said, "Dad." But I'm starting to lose my stomach, man.
Hey, real time, man. I'm curious to know what inspired you to lose your weight, Carlos.
Yeah, because people were telling me, man, you need to lose some weight, brother, because your health, man, your asthma, your seizures, you know what I mean? Your blood pressure needs to slim down, man.
How much weight do you think you've lost so far since you've been out?
When I got here, I was the day I left, they weighed me, I was 166. 2 months ago, I was 205. Now, I went to see the doctor the other day, and they say I'm 178. Yeah.
So you're coming back down.
I'm coming back down.
Welcome back down.
Hey, welcome back.
So I think, obviously, let me ask you, how do you feel now that you've lost that weight?
Sure, I feel good, man. Yeah. Feel good.
Because you walk around a lot.
Yeah, I love to walk.
Yeah.
I love to walk.
I mean, miles a day.
Yeah, miles a day. I walk from William Canyon 35 all the way downtown Austin to 4th and Lavaca. It took me 4 hours to walk from William Canyon and South Congress all the way down to Congress and Lavaca.
Gabby said Jesus loves you.
Thank you, Gabby.
Were there times you didn't think you were going to make it out?
There were sometimes, man, there were a lot of things going on in my life in prison that I thought I was never going to make it out, man. You know what I mean? There was times I would go to sleep at night and wake up like, damn, man, it was crazy up in there, you know what I mean? I didn't know if I was going to have to hurt somebody or somebody was going to have to hurt me, but I always left it in the Lord's hands, you know what I mean? Like,
did you get most of your tattoos in prison?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I got my 49er tattoo in the back of my head, 1989. Yeah.
What's your deal with San Francisco 49ers?
Man, I've been a 49er fan since Joe Montana came out of Notre Dame, 1979. Yeah. I'm loyal. Yeah.
What about you were at that Cowboys game, though?
I ain't no Cowboy hater, man. It just they ain't my team, man.
How many fights you get into in there?
In prison?
Well, let me ask you this. First. When you got booked in, how much time did it take for your first fight to get into?
My first fight was the second day I hit Baby Clemens in 1988. I never forget that day. 1980, I got locked up October the 8th of 1987. I hit Huntsville April 1st of 1988 on a Friday. I hit Texas Department of Correction. I was sent to Baby Clemens April the 26th. April the 27th, I got in a fight was a black guy in the fields. He ended up breaking my jaw. He was just testing me, see if I was gonna fight or be a wimp.
How did he test you in the field?
He came and told me to buy him a pack of cookies. He saw me making my commissary list, so he came in to ask me, buy me a pack of cookies. I said, hell no. I don't even know you, brother. He said, well, you gonna buy me a pack of cookies, I'll whoop that. So I said, well, you're gonna have to whoop me. So we fought, and he broke my jaw, and I still didn't buy him a pack of cookies. But we ended up being cool. About a year and a half later, I don't never hold a grudge against it. It was just seeing if I was gonna back down.
It needed to happen. Would you say that?
Yeah, it was gonna happen. Somebody was gonna test you out, and he was bigger than me, but he gave me my car. He said, hey man, you know what? At least you got down. You know what I mean? You got your jaw broken. I said, I don't hold no grudge against you, brother.
Carlos, the judge sentenced you for 35 years. Your second day in, you got your jaw broke.
Yes.
Working in the field.
Yeah.
And then when you got your jaw broke, how did they treat that?
I couldn't work in the fields till after my jaw was unwired. Yeah, but it was hard eating. You know what I mean? I had a hard trouble eating my food. I had to eat liquid out of a straw.
And you were sitting there on a 35-year sentence, your second day with your jaw broke, eating out of a straw.
Yes.
Did you find God there?
I found God in 2018. I gave my life to Jehovah in 2018 because I ain't gonna sit here and say I never did drugs. I did every drug you could think of in prison. I did heroin, I did coke, I did ice, I did tune. I mean, I had a bad experience. My heart stopped in 2018 while I was in Amarillo in Bill Clemens in Amarillo, Texas. They thought I was dead, but 3 weeks later I woke up. And that's when I found out, hey man, the good Lord was with me, man. The good Lord was with me. That's when I stopped doing drugs, and to this day, man, people still can't believe that I don't do drugs, man.
How long have you been sober, you think, since that day your heart stopped?
Since May of 2018, May 21st, 2018. I stopped doing drugs.
What kind of hustles did you get into in prison?
Oh, tattooing, you know what I mean? Drawing, you know what I'm saying? Doing here and there, you know what I mean?
So you were an artist in there?
Yes, you could say that. You could say I was just, you know what I mean? I seen better people than me. Yeah.
What does that mean? You've seen better people than you?
I've seen better work.
Oh.
I've seen better tattoo work. Yeah. I hustle here and there, you know what I mean? But my main hustle was running parlays. If anybody know what parlays is, gambling, running pick'ems, you know what I mean? Pick'em.
Tell me about that. What is that? You never told me that before.
A pick'em is a board. You run a board, you give out tickets, and whatever team you pick, if you get all the teams right, then you win the pot, you know what I mean? You win the money out the locker. It's a pick 'em, you know what I mean? You got to pick all the teams you pick. They all got to win for you to hit the pot. Yeah, or I win a $25 square board, $5 a square. Yeah, that was my main hustle in prison.
And is that like entertainment in there?
Yeah,
just gambling.
Yeah,
gambling. What are you gambling? Like pretzels and stuff, like little commissary things.
That's when canned goods, you know what I mean? Pouches, you know what I mean? There ain't no more canned goods. It's all pouches.
You enter a barter system in prison. A weird one.
Yeah.
Some weird things going on in there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of weird things in prison, man. Yeah.
You told me about a lot of horrific things you've seen, man.
Yeah.
Does that stick with you for the rest of your life?
Yeah, I seen people get raped, people get killed, people get stabbed over stupidity. People get raped for owing money. You know what I mean? Not having the funds, gambling, and not having the money, get killed, get hurt. I seen a dude get thrown off a 3-row.
That's a three flights.
3 flights down.
And a
he,
machete.
When he landed, before he hit the floor, he was already dead. Yeah, that's something that will stick for me forever.
Wait, what happened?
A dude got stabbed in prison on 3-row and was thrown off of three tiers, you know what I mean?
Right.
Before he landed, he was already dead, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yes, sir. That shit stayed with me. I ain't never seen nothing like that. That was the first. I seen a lot of stuff, but I seen a dude actually get stabbed on 3-row and thrown off of the tier. Before he hit the ground, he was already gone, you know what I mean? His head shattered. Yes.
What do you think kept you alive in there?
Huh? Kept me alive, minding my own business, you know what I mean? Yeah. See, when you mind your own business, you ain't really gonna have problems. Just like out here, I tell people, you mind your own business, everything's good. It's just like in there, there's more people in prison. Out here, people mind their business, but out there in prison, people don't know how to mind their business. They all in everybody's business, you know what I mean? Worrying about what the next man doing.
You know, I would offer a different way to think. I would make a suggestion to say that this world is built off of communication and networking.
Yes, yes, sir.
It's the righteous networking and the righteous communication that make the difference, and that's what you're looking for.
Yes.
Because Carlos, I think you have the ability to do that.
Yes.
I don't want you to separate yourself like you did in prison out here.
Yeah.
Because you have a lot of potential to help people.
Yes, sir.
But you get anxiety sometimes when you get in public sometimes, right?
Yeah, I have anxiety attack. Like I told you when I first met you, man, I said I be having anxiety attack. Like, you know what I mean? Like you told me when I first met you, you say it's gonna be all right, man. You got to get used to it, man.
Right.
But now I walk everywhere. I walk for miles. You know what I mean? Yes, sir.
Now you want to get into some donating over here in this channel.
Yeah.
You like to involve yourself in the field with me.
Yes.
What do you like about what we do in this channel?
Helping people out, man. Going out there, hearing people's stories, helping people, giving back. Yeah. Hearing people's stories, why you living like this, you know what I mean? What happened before you end up being in this situation you're in now.
SL Pap said, congratulations on 7 years sober, man.
Yeah.
Would you consider going to an AA meeting?
Yes, sir.
You want me to take you one day?
Yeah.
There's actually one going on right now. It ends at 9, but we're on live, so maybe next time, guys. Next time.
Yeah.
Help cure his sorrow. My bad. Huge. My bad, man. Is that killing it? My bad, man. I need to work on that. I'll look back at this video and try to study it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get better at this. They're saying my interview. I did it again. Sorry. My interview skills are lacking. What do you think?
All right. It's going smooth with me.
I like that. Thank you, Carlos.
49er.
That boy, 49er, Carlitos.
Yeah, I'd rather be called Carlitos.
Hey, what's been your favorite thing since you've been out?
Oh, hanging around my female friend, Rachel. Yeah. She brought me a lot of happiness and joy.
A lot of happiness and joy?
Yeah.
Just outside. Sorry, guys. Carlos, you live at the house we've been bringing people into.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on bringing people from the streets into this house?
Nice. Giving them a place to stay, you know what I mean? Helping them out, you know what I mean? Instead of being out there sleeping in the street, man. It's kind of dangerous out here at night in Austin, Texas, man.
Someone asked, MM asked, were you in the mafia?
No, I was Raza Unida. I was RU, Raza Unida. I was Raza Unida. Raza United.
What is that? What is Yasa United?
It's a Mexican gang, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of Mexicans that got together and we named ourselves Raza Unida, you know what I mean? Yeah. Cause you had a bunch of prison gangs in Texas prison. Texas Syndicate, Mexican Mafia, Pistoleros, you know what I mean? Aztecas. But I was part of the RU, Raza Unida. It was based out of Corpus Christi, Texas.
And that's the Texas Syndicate.
No, no, no. They had 5 different Mexican gangs. They had the Texas Syndicate, the Mexican Mafia, the RUs, the piece of that. But I was part of the Raza Unida.
Okay, and then they all combined together.
No, we were all separated. Raza Unida only communicated with Raza Unida. We didn't communicate outside our circle.
Does America's prison system reform people to be more positive or more negative?
To tell the truth, nowadays, it's all about negative. You know what I mean? Back then, it was positive. It was respect. There was a lot of respect in Texas prison. When I went in 1987, in the early 2000s, that's when it started changing. There's no, it's all negative, you know what I mean? There's no positive no more. So everybody wants to be negative. You need leaders, not followers. See, I'm a leader, not a follower. Like I explained to you when I first met you, I'm a leader, not a follower. You know what I mean?
What do you think it is about you that attracts people to you?
The way I carry myself, the way I conduct myself with respect. You know what I mean?
You look people in the eye when they talk to you.
Yes, sir.
And you care about people.
I care about people.
And you live, Carlitos, in the now.
I live in the now. Yeah. I love it out here, man. It's beautiful. Going out there eating some exotic food I can't even pronounce. You know what I mean?
Try. What do you mean, boy? What'd you
my first restaurant that I went by myself was called Golden Corral. I like Golden Corral. I went in there. I spent my money. It was on a Tuesday. The lady said, "Man, what you standing around for? Go eat." You know what I mean? I thought I was still in prison. She said, "You pay, go eat. It's all you could eat." Yeah, that was my first time.
So the first place you went to was an all-you-could-eat buffet.
Yeah, Golden Corral. Yeah.
Hey guys, if you've been following the live stream, you guys know Shauna. She's still at the house, guys. Shauna, what have you been doing over here to contribute to the family over here?
Oh, clean up, cook, I guess. I was going to, but he made the pizza instead of me, so.
He made the pizza, and you've been you've been looking on Indeed for jobs, actually.
Yeah, actually been putting a lot of them in. Unfortunately missed an interview today, but it was for a delivery driver.
Awesome. So you're looking to do positive things with this home that you've been given.
Yeah, of course. Why let it go when it's a blessing?
Wow. Awesome. Merry Christmas, Shauna.
Merry Christmas to you. I'm getting like
Carlitos, where you spending Christmas at, brother?
Or at my family, my cousin. They invited me over for Christmas.
Why is Indeed a scam? Please enlighten me, guys. I would like to know that. You spent a lot of time with your cousins.
Yes, sir.
They took care of you in prison.
They took care of me. They looked out for me, make sure I had everything I needed. They've been looking out for me since 1987, man.
Now, you told me something interesting, if you don't mind sharing. Your family took care of you to a point, if you didn't spend any of your commissary money,
I would have had 30 G's coming out. I would have had 30 G's the day I got out. If I didn't spend a dime, I would have had $30,000 check. I would have came out with $30,000 if I would have never spent a dime.
Wow. And that's really holding it down from your family, man.
Yes.
I mean, if you do the math, that's almost $1,000 a year.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's fair, because a lot of people don't get called up there for the books, right?
Yes.
What's that like?
It's hard, man, for people that don't have no family sending them funds. People coming to visit them. It's depressing, you know what I mean? Seeing other people go down there and visit their wives, kids, family, you know what I mean? Depressing. Yes, it is.
Because that's what you kind of have to exist with, the items.
Yes.
It helps you get around, move around, and get other things.
Get other things. They try for trade. they traffic and trade more in prison than they do in the world, man. Yeah, there's more hustling in prison that.
Carlitos, the person in the chat's asking, did someone die in that aggravated robbery?
Yes. Yes.
But you weren't in the house.
I was not in the house. I was in the back door.
You were the lookout.
I was the lookout man.
And the guys that were in your street gang, they left where?
We all end up getting caught later on. You know what I mean? But none of them are alive right now today. They all got old and died, you know what I mean? I'm the only survivor. I'm the only one living. Out of all four of us, I'm the only one living.
You were in that street gang at 17 years old, and robbing houses. That wasn't your first one.
Nah, I did a bunch of stuff, bunch of bad things in my life growing up.
You did your time day for day, though.
Yeah, I did it.
And you found God.
Found God.
He had to stop your heart to find him.
He had to stop my heart to find him.
When he moved into your life in prison, how did your day change?
Changed for the good. Yeah. People started like, damn, man, you staying more into the Bible and more in church, into the day room, you know what I mean? You going more to church than you doing time in the day room. I usually did my time in the day room, you know what I mean, till I found God. So I started going to church, you know what I mean, doing my prayers, doing what I could, you know what I mean? But I know God's real, man. God's good, man. I'm here in Austin, Texas, man. Yep.
Live in Austin, Texas.
Live in Austin, Texas, man. Capital city, man. The home of the Texas Longhorns, man.
I got a cool thing planned the day after Christmas. We're going to be cooking up some food in the kitchen and then, handing it out. Would you want to join in that?
Yes, sir.
Be a part of the live?
Yes.
Handing the food out.
Yeah.
Maybe eating a little bit yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carlitos, what's been on the top of your mind in terms of tasks required for you to get your own thing started?
Man, I just want to find a job and find my own place, man. You know what I mean? Have my own place for myself, man. I like it. I like living here, but you know what I mean? I love having my own place, man. Finding a good woman, man. Hopefully the woman that I was with, hopefully she come back into my life, man. If not, there's some woman out there that's gonna be with me.
From 17 to 54, what do you think the biggest thing you missed out on?
Being out here with my family, seeing my brother growing up without me. My brother is 50 years old. He was 12 years old when I got locked up. He grew up without me, man. I don't even know my brother. He's my brother. He comes and picks me up, visit me, but I don't know him. I don't know him. I know he's my brother, but I don't know him.
You can't just rekindle something like that.
I love my brother, but we like when I told you when I first met you, I'm trying to reconnect with my brother. You know what I mean? I'm trying to reconnect with my brother. Yeah, I love my brother a lot.
Y'all been hanging out?
Yes, sir. We hung out Saturday.
How'd he find you?
He found me from you.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he looked you up and told you, hey, man, that's my brother, Carlos. You know what I mean?
Guys, somebody reposted his video on TikTok and his brother found him and he was able to find him like that.
Yes.
We found his brother after he got locked up.
Yeah.
It's really cool, man. It's really special to be able to talk to someone so unique like you, man, because you can learn a lot if you pay attention.
Yes, sir.
It's in the small things you do, man, that you can learn from.
Yes.
Always keep your spoon in the back pocket.
Yeah. I got to, man. Yes. Keep my spoon, my prison spoon. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still a little institutionalized, man, but eventually I get over it, man.
You wake up, you think you're there, huh?
Yeah, I wake up every night thinking I'm still in prison. But when I look around, I see this windows, you know what I mean? No guards around. Yeah. But like I said, I wake up every night having anxiety attacks. I still wake up with anxiety attacks. You know what I mean?
It's there in your mind up in the front every day, huh?
Yeah. Like I know I'm free, but sometimes when I go to sleep and wake up, I feel like I'm still locked up, you know what I mean? It takes me a while to realize, man, you're not locked up, Carlos. You in the free world now, brother. Now you're free, you get to do what you want as long as you don't break the law. You know what I mean? Do what's right. Everything's gonna be good, Carlitos. That's what I thank God. I know God is good because every morning I always ask him, man, and tell him, hey, God, thank you for letting me wake up and see another day. I know you got something in store for me, man.
Someone asked, how bad did that chest tattoo hurt?
That chest tattoo hurt? Oh, yeah, it hurt. It hurt. Hell, yeah. It hurt it, yeah. It hurt it.
What was the most painful tattoo?
Oh, the one, the San Francisco in the back of my head?
Really?
Yes.
In the back of your head. Can we see it? Guys, let's see it. Let's see it. Wow. Dang, man. That would be weird, man. Get it on the back of your... What inspired you to do that?
Man, I was loyal to the 49ers, man.
You were that loyal.
Goddamn right. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You can't make this up, guys.
Yeah, I'm a loyal 49er fan, man.
Where did you get the love for the 49ers, Carlos?
Man, when I first seen Joe Montana, man, when I was small, the first football game I watched was Notre Dame and Texas Longhorns, man. 1977, Joe Montana beat the Texas Longhorns in the Cotton Bowl for the national championship, 38-10. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was 38-10. Notre Dame. That was the year Earl Campbell got drafted by the Houston Oilers. That's when I became a 49er fan, when Joe Montana came out of Notre Dame. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Interesting. Where are you from, man?
I'm from Austin, Texas, born and raised.
So you never lived in Cali?
Never lived in Cali, but I got love for the 49ers, man.
That's love, man. I don't know, Carlo. You're unique, man. You're different. There's nobody like you, man.
Yeah.
I walk the streets. I walk the tunnels. You know, I walk the woods, and then there's 49er, and he stand out.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing, man. You do a lot of positive things. I've seen you do a lot of good things out here. You have a problem out here with losing your cool sometimes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I lose my cool, man.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, because I just... Being in prison, being around people, man, you know what I mean? It got to me, you know what I mean? And that's why when I see a lot of negativity, I get angry, you know what I mean? But like you said earlier, man, you can make negative to positive, you know what I mean? But you see me get blown, you know what I mean? I lose my cool. But I try to work on that, you know what I mean? You see me blow up a bunch of times, you know what I mean? But you know I'm a good person, man. You know what I mean? You know I try to help people when I can.
The intentions behind truth is love.
Yes.
What do you think that means?
Man. Love, man. I don't know, love, man. I love people all walk of life, man.
Carlos, they say you look young for what your age is, man.
55 years old, man. I look young, man. Yes, I do. Prison kept me preserved, man.
You say you came out like spring chicken?
Hey, shit, I was like in the capsule, you know what I mean?
A little capsule. I like
Yeah,
Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
Because when you came out, the whole thing changed for you.
Yeah. Yes, it did. Yeah.
I mean, everything's different now.
Yeah, everything, man.
They don't prepare you. They don't evolve you into society.
Nope, they just throw you out there. Yeah.
I see a lot of felons on the street that just got released from prison.
Yes.
I see a lot every day.
Yes, you do.
They got released with no resources, and they just got out of a really, really dark, cold hell.
Yes, they do. Yes, they did, man.
And now they're free, Carlos. They have a decision to do either good or bad.
Yep. Just like I said, I try to do what's good, man. Try to do the good thing.
What inspired you to do the good thing when you know you can go hit that lick again?
2018, I know the Lord, man, told me, hey, I got something good for you, because if it wasn't for me, you won't be here today. You won't be here right now talking to Caleb. If it wasn't for me, you'd be 6 feet down. But I gave you a second chance in life. And I know you could do better, Carlos. I know.
Carlos, if I put your Cash App or some sort of information for you to receive a donation, what would you do with the fund that anybody wanted to donate to you?
Help the needed.
You would give it to the homeless.
Homeless, don't help people in need. You know what I mean?
Are you for real?
Yes, donate it, help
That's interesting.
help people in need, man. Because I see a lot of people in Austin, Texas, man, right now that need a bunch of help, man.
Every corner, huh?
Every corner, everywhere you turn, there's a bunch of people out there, man.
Did prison teach you anything to evolve in society in terms of like education?
Yeah, I went to school. I went to school. I got a vocational trade 1989. I got a vocational trade radiator. Yeah, fixing radiators. But they don't got the same radiators they had like in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 70s. Everything's aluminum.
If someone wanted to take you out for lunch just to have a conversation with you, would you be open to that?
Yes, sir.
Guys, I'm going to put his email in the description of this video after the live ends. So I'm going to put all your information in there. That way they have it. If they want to contact to you, Carlos,
Yeah.
give you a job, you know what I'm saying? Maybe put you on something that you haven't seen before.
Yes.
You know, guys, he needs help evolving back into society. It's been 5 months. You've done a great job already, but you still kind of, you know,
Yeah.
needing that extra knowledge, you know,
Yes.
that extra time, because 38 years behind concrete, man, you know, it limits what you're able to
Accomplish out here.
right,
Yeah.
and that limits a lot of people, man. And so, do you think because they're limited in society that they do bad?
A lot of people come out. Like I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and she told me, man, there's a lot of people come out and they go back to the same thing they were doing. I'm surprised that you're not doing what you used to do when you were young, you know what I mean? You're trying to do positive, you know what I mean? He said, Carlitos, I know you're trying to do good, because I see people that come out and do wrong, you know what I mean? They get back into the same thing they were doing, you know what I mean?
What would you tell your 20-year-old self? Or excuse me, what would you tell your 17-year-old self before you committed that crime?
I could do better, man. I could have did better, you know what I mean? I could have went out there and looked for a job. I could have did something better, man, than doing what I did, you know what I mean?
For the new people here, how many years did you do in prison?
I did 13,870 days, 38 years, day for day.
Day for day.
Day for day, no parole, nothing. Hopefully one day I can get exonerated.
Someone's here. Who is that?
Who is that? Who, Angela?
Yo, we don't know who these people are, guys.
Hey, they looking for Milton. Who are you looking for? Oh,
Oh, this is Angela, guys. This is
Oh.
Angela, the girl that lives here. She was getting her food stamps today.
oh.
Wow. This is live, guys. This is live. This is in real time. What's up, Angela? Right on.
Managed to find maybe a forever home on the way.
What's up, Angela? We're on live right now, actually.
Hi, youngsters. Everybody else too.
So, you took the bus today, or took some rides, and you got your food stamp.
822.22. That was the rollover.
Wait. So your food stamps was $800,
$822.22 from a rollover.
and now you're going to be able to provide food for this family over here.
And everybody else in the neighborhood, they keep it upright.
That's really awesome, Angela. Welcome to the team.
That part.
Hey, just chill out, man, because the landlord's here, man.
Oh yeah, Denise is here now.
The
Yep.
landlord's back. Just chill. Just go in there and
Now just let her know, what's the news you got.
just chill out, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to plop a squat somewhere. The lady came in right on time and my back was hella hurting. Walked all the way from the main road back. I'm glad I recognized the signs and the roadways. Knock, knock.
Carlitos, you've got a lot of people that just entered your life, and you're really accepting of that.
Yes, I finally ran into my the girl that was my girlfriend. I finally found her, and we've been hanging out together, and we've been having a good time together. Every time I'm with her, she'll bring me happiness and joy, man. You know what I mean? Being around her and her family. And if anybody in her family is watching this, man, send a shout out to Rachel Guzman, man, out of Austin, Texas, man.
Rachel Guzman.
Out of
You keep
Austin.
talking about her.
That's my pepper love, man. That was my second girlfriend, man. I only had 2 girlfriends, man.
What would you tell her if she was watching this?
I love you, Rachel, man. You know, Carlito, love you, always have and always will, man.
Baby, come back.
Please don't go.
Carlitos, God's got a plan for you, brother.
Yes.
Just stay faithful, man.
Yes.
What keeps you faithful in a free world?
I just want to find a woman, not to be honest, to be faithful to her. You know what I mean? Provide for her. You know what I mean? I just want a good woman in my life, man. I want to have some kids before I leave this earth, man. Just want to do something right, man. I've been gone all my life, man. Everything's new to me in Austin. I didn't know how to use the phone. I still learning how to use my phone. Don't know how to drive. Barely learning how to use the stove. Barely learning how to use that TV remote control. You know what I mean? Because everything's out here. Everything's new out here to me. You know what I mean? Going into Walmart, if there ain't no cashiers, you got to use the checkout. That's difficult to me, man. That's what frustrates me. Not having a cashier, I got to use a checkout, and I don't even know how to use it. So sometimes I get frustrated, not knowing what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Did you get a GED?
I was going to get my GED. I just could never pass the math. Yeah, that's the only thing. But I did a lot to educate myself.
Man, I hated algebra too.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Calculus, man. Shit. Hell yeah.
Definitely not math guy for
Yeah.
sure. But you had the choice to do your education. Most people didn't. Some people did, right?
Yeah. Some people.
But you did.
Yeah. Some people choose to go to school. Some people didn't. You know what I mean? Some people just decided they want to hang out in the day room all day. Yeah. And play dominoes.
Play dominoes.
Play dominoes all day long. Watch TV all day long. and play dominoes and watch what the next man's doing. Yeah.
Carlitos is not a follower. He's smart. He's dangerous as fuck. That's what Bloodfart said.
Yeah.
Are you dangerous?
I'm not dangerous. I'm just ain't gonna let nobody just push me around, you know what I mean? I just ain't gonna let nobody push over me, man.
Carlitos, you got mugged yesterday.
Oh, I got jumped the other day on William Cannon in Buff Springs in Dove Springs here in Austin, Texas. Yeah. Got into a scuffle over a cigarette. Yeah. Dude wanted my pack of cigarettes. I said, nah, man, I give you a cigarette. You ain't gonna take my pack. You know what I mean? Yo. I don't mind giving you a cigarette, but you ain't gonna take my pack of cigarette. Can't do it. So we got into a scuffle and he messed up my phone. But I got it, put it back together, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Carlitos, do you have a smartphone?
Yes.
And you be on that thing like an iPad kid.
I didn't know how to use it, but now I'm on it.
I had to tell him to put his phone away, guys.
Yeah.
That boy.
Yeah.
I gave up on gangstering.
Yeah,
Carlitos is no punk. I like him.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, blood.
Yeah.
Don't go to a bar then.
No, I don't go to clubs, man. I don't go to clubs. I don't hang out in bars. I just do what's right, man. When I was young, I did go to clubs, did go clubbing, but now that I'm out, man, I stay away from clubs. I stay away from bars. Yeah. Stay away from
Carlitos.
game room.
You have a Cash App?
Yes, I do.
Someone wants your Cash App on the live.
All right.
Do you mind just pulling it up? Because this is live, Carlos. The way this works is a little bit different than our last interviews. The people are here right now, not like later. Well, there's people that will go later, but they're like here right now. Guys, we're about to get his Cash App. If anybody wants to donate to this gentleman, he's gonna take that money. Don't put it on the camera, please.
All right.
Go over here. Let me see it. Thank you. YouTube's weird about that, man. They don't want info like that being showed on screen. All right, guys. If anybody in the chat, if anybody could spell this out for us, this is his Cash App, guys. He spent 38 years in prison, man. He's doing the right thing. Literally said he would donate all the money you got if it was donated, it would go to homeless people.
Yes.
What inspired that thought?
Because when I got out, I thought I was gonna be homeless. I thought I didn't have a place to stay, but a lady named Denise Clark opened up her door for me and gave me a place to stay. So this is where I'm staying right now, where we having this live conversation. Yeah. So I thought the day that I got out, I thought I was gonna be homeless, but the good Lord had something for me.
Oh, Uncle Ernest.
Uncle Ernest
Coming through. Shout out Uncle Ernest for us, baby.
Yeah. Shout out to my Uncle Ernest, man.
What would you tell him if he's watching this?
I love you, Uncle, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, Uncle Ernest, man.
What has Uncle Ernest done for you since you've been out?
Helped me, bought me some clothes. Helped me out a lot, man. Helped me pay my phone bill. You know what I mean? Took me out, bought me some clothes. Took me out to eat, man. Took me places, you know what I mean? Yeah. He did a lot for me, man. I love you, Uncle Ernest, man. Hope you watching this, brother.
Hey, W Uncle Ernest in the chat, man.
Yeah.
Holding it down for his nephew
Yeah.
after 38 years being locked up. That's something special, man.
Yes.
Got to meet him. He's a pretty good guy, man. Awesome dude, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Carlitos, I'm going to share your Cash App information. Is that okay?
Yes.
Guys, if you want to donate to this man, he's going to use it to help people. It's a really special thing, Carlos. I'm going to say the Cash App. I'm going to spell it out, guys. If anybody in the chat, please, could just, spell it out for people that want to donate, since it was mentioned. Obviously, cash sign, CARLOSDELEON 7049ER. And I'll say it one more time. Cash sign, CARLOSDELEON 7049ER. Guys, he even has San Francisco in his Cash App. You can't make this up. You really can't make this up. You're a diehard fan, man. It's everywhere.
Yes.
It's in
sir.
the passwords, probably.
Yes. Yes.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
Carlos, what job have you applied for that you wanted the most?
Work for the city of Austin. The Parks and Recreation.
I'll repeat it. What's up, Babs? It's money sign CARLOSDELEON 7049ER. What's up, Babs? Welcome to the chat. Guys. This is our moderator. She keeps the chat righteous. She keeps the chat clean. Helping us out here, guys. Should pin it after. Yeah, let's pin it after. When we get the right one in the chat, we'll pin it after. Hopefully you guys aren't sending money to all these wrong ones. I hope not. I really hope not. That would suck. I'm gonna say it one more time. Money sign CARLOSDELEON 7049ER.
You going on a food run? Want anything?
You going on a food run?
Yeah.
What's that mean? What is a food run?
So I guess whoever has got stuff on their food card that hadn't been cut off, pitch in and help buy some food.
Right there, Babs got it. I'm gonna pin this. Hold on, give me 1 second, Josh, and then I'll ask you more about that. So a food run is basically getting the whole family and the whole gang here. Where do you go to get some food?
HEB. There's an Asian market right there that's pretty good. Bulk is usually best bang for the buck. Staple foods.
Awesome, man. And what funds right now are we using to feed people?
It's SNAP benefits, and there's maybe like $200.
And we're gonna make it.
Yeah, it'll be a decent Christmas.
And if we go hungry over here, guys, we're gonna go dumpster diving.
Yeah, I'm not too good to go dumpster diving. Yeah.
We've done it before.
Yeah. I mean, when the feds, had falsified a dossier against me, I went from being like in the elite class to eating pizza out of a dumpster. So, yeah.
Eating pizza out of a dumpster.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, good luck on the food run, brother.
Yeah.
I hope you score. We're in real time, guys. Here we are. This is a day-for-day thing. And he's finna go bring some food back. It's a special thing to be here and be a part of all this.
My bad, guys.
Your family still holding it down for you now that you're out.
Yes, sir. My cousin Melissa, shout out to you, cousin Melissa. I love you. My cousin. I love you, cousin Valerie. Valerie De Leon, Aunt Pauline De Leon. Yeah. My cousin Frankie. Yeah, cousin Porky. Shout out to the De Leon, Renterias, and Perez's. Yes, those are my relatives, man. Yes.
Now you want to honor them.
Yes, sir.
It's important to you that now that you're out, you prove yourself to your family.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. You've told me that before.
I tell them, man, I'm trying to do what's right, man. They know I'm trying to do right, man. They told me, Carlitos, you know you're going to have your struggles, man, but we're here for you, man. We're here for you. My cousin Gigi Ontivedo, I love you, Gigi, man. Hope you're doing good, cuz.
Willie said, I'll be too nervous with those snakes out there in Texas, and you're just sitting right there in the garage. I'm ready to go, Willie. Willie, I'm ready to go, man. I'll go anywhere, everywhere. I don't care.
Yeah.
You can find me in the deepest part of the tunnels. When he wants me, he'll take me. Trust.
Yeah.
We got Roger. He said, you can do it, bro. Just don't ever give up.
No, sir.
There was times you thought you weren't going to go and see the free world again.
I never thought I was ever gonna see Austin, Texas, man. Cause I was in some rough units, man. Yeah, I was on some rough units, man. The R-Red unit, the Telford unit, Bill Clemens unit, Wynn unit, Ellis unit. I was on some rough units, man. Telford was one of the roughest ones. Yeah, New Boston, Texas, man. Telford wasn't no joke. No, sir. Telford unit wasn't no joke, brother. That was one of the hardest units I ever hit, man. Was the Telford unit in New Boston, Texas. Right there by Texarkana, Texas. Yes, sir.
G Unit.
It was a gang banging unit, man. 85% gang banging. Yep.
Kill Floor.
Murders. It was just, they didn't do no playing over there. Yep. There was times where I thought I was never gonna go home. Thought I was gonna die.
Carlos, some people look in the destruction and the misery and they find the light, and some people look in the destruction and misery and get lost.
There's a lot of people. I ain't gonna sit here and I was lost at one time, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was doing drugs. After my mom died, I didn't care no more, man. 'Cause I lost my mom and dad. I was lost. I was in the dark, man. Until 2018, when I had my experience in May of 2018, when my heart stopped, man. And 3 weeks later, I woke up. That's when I know, man, hey, God's real, man. I seen the light. That's what made me think, hey, man, I could do better. I could be a better person, not just for me, for others. Yeah,
Bible say you a real one,
yeah.
and it's one day at a time.
One day at a time. So like that song say, one day at a time.
Did you count the days in there?
Nah, I didn't count the days. Some people count the days and years.
Right.
I didn't count the days and years. 'Cause if I did, I would have been crazy. Yeah, I knew one day my day was gonna come, man. I was gonna get released on parole. I was gonna have to do it all. But I ended up doing it all day for day. I didn't choose to do it. They make me do it. They make me do it all. I didn't choose to do 38 years. I didn't say I was gonna do 38 years day for day. They made me do 38 years day for day. Cause they denied every time I came up. They denied my parole. Every time I came up, 1996, I was given a 3-year set off. 1999, I was given a 3-year set off. 2007, I just gave up, man. I said, man, if y'all gonna let me go, let me go. I didn't choose to do 38. They make me do it. They the ones that told me, you gonna do it all, day for day. So I ended up doing day for day. Yep. But I did it, and I'm here, you know what I mean? I'm not proud of it.
You were in there with guys that were never gonna make it out.
I had cellies that were never going home. That were in prison. Life without parole. They there till they deceased. The only way they leave that prison is in the body bag. They there with no parole. I seen cellies get up and cry and tell me, man, damn, bro, I fucked up. I did wrong, you know what I mean? The past is the past, brother. It happened, you know what I mean? Just like when I came to prison, I cried, I complained, and my old school cellie, the one that did my San Francisco, Juan Garcia, Wolf, Lobo, he told me, bro, you did it, man. You were there. Do the time and get it over with, you know what I mean? Stop complaining. You were there, you hung out with the wrong people, do the time, get it over with, man. Hopefully one day I'll run into Wolf and tell him, hey, bro, I remember what you told me, man, you know what I mean? Do the time and go home.
What were the full charges?
We're all charged with aggravated robbery, serious body injuries.
Aggravated robbery, serious body injuries.
Yeah, because the person that was in the house ended up falling down and breaking the hip and ended up dying in the operating table. Luckily, we didn't get charged with capital murder because the person was still alive when they were rushed to the hospital. So the district attorney charged us aggravated robbery, sure, by the end. But if the person would have died in the house, I won't be sitting right here talking to you right now today.
What would you tell that woman that died that day?
Sorry, you know what I mean? We hit the wrong house, you know what I mean? It was a mistake. We were supposed to hit the house next door, but we hit the wrong house. I wish it would have never happened. I would have could just changed the time back, man. Like, damn, it would have never happened. It would have never happened. But like I said, we hit the wrong house. We robbed the wrong person. And I'm not gonna lie, man. She didn't deserve what happened. I wasn't there. I wasn't inside the house. I was outside. I was a lookout, but I was charged. They snitched on me. Said I was the one that was in the house. Any of the cops said, "Hey, your fingerprints were only found outside, and your footprints were found outside." But I'm the one that ended up getting screwed. I'm the one that ended up with the more time, 35 years.
That's an interesting question. Robbie asked, what was taken from the house?
A TV, VCR, a blender, whatever else we could take.
How old were you when that happened?
I was 17.
Has the family ever reached out to you of that woman?
Yeah, one time they reached out, not to me, but to my family. They said, "We know your cousin and nephew didn't do nothing. We know he was there, but we know he didn't have none. He wasn't inside the house. You know what I mean? We know he was guilty for being with the wrong guys, but we forgive him. You know what I mean?"
What did that mean to you?
Shit hurt me, man, because I know some people ain't gonna forgive people. You know what I mean? They're gonna try to get revenge in one way or another. You know what I mean? If they gotta wait 10, 15, 20, 30 years, 40 years, they're gonna try to get revenge. But they forgave me, man. They told my family, "We know your nephew, your cousin was in the wrong place and hung around with the wrong people. But we forgive him, man. Hopefully he gets out and do better. Hopefully when he gets out, he do better. And that's what I'm trying to do, man."
That's powerful, Carlos.
Yes.
You looked at the devil himself in the face many times in prison, and you came back with positivity.
Yes, sir.
And I knew it after 2 weeks out of the 38-year sentence. I met you.
Yes.
2 weeks.
Yes, 2 weeks after I was out, I met you, man.
I met you, and I knew immediately when you went through that misery and pain, you came out an angel.
Yes.
And I really mean that.
Yeah.
You know, I really mean that, man.
Yes, man. I could have got a job. I could have worked, had a family. Like I say, I could have had a family. You know what I mean? 17. I could have had my own house, kids, had a car. You know what I mean? But I ruined my life, man, by hanging around the wrong crowd. That's why I told you when I first met you that I like being by myself. You know, I like hanging out. Every time you see me, I'm always on the bus by myself, walking by myself. You know what I mean? If I'm trying to do what's right, man. Just
When you first came out, you was catcalling.
Yeah.
We taught you quick not to do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hunting down the girl that was my baby mama. The 3 days after I got out, I went hunting her down, but I couldn't find her until finally I found her on Facebook. Yes, I did.
Wow, you found her on Facebook.
Yes.
Rachel Guzman.
Rachel Guzman. Yeah.
She was trying to help you find a job, huh?
Yes.
But the ego.
The ego. Yeah. But
What would you tell ego?
yeah, damn. I don't want to do that again, man. I had it made, man. I had it made. But my ego got in the way, man. My ego got in the way, brother. Yeah.
What could we do about ego?
Try to do better, man. Don't let your ego get in the way. Don't let your jealousy get in the way. Yeah.
Patterns. Compound. In real time. We're gonna work on that, Carlito. You get the blood pressure, man. You gotta tell. What kind of medical issues are you facing out here in the real world?
I got blood pressure. I ain't never had blood pressure till 2012. When being in the cell was a crybaby that cried every day. We're G5. It's like being in egg in solitary confinement. Yeah, he was always crying. So one day we got in an argument, got in a fight, and from that day on, I ain't never been able to have my blood pressure normal, man. It's always sky high. If I'm mad, my blood pressure gets sky high.
Have you ever tried acupuncture?
No.
That's some game I got for you. Try acupuncture, because they relieve tension
Yes.
and stress within the body. If you got blood pressure from a physical event, then I think that might help you.
Yes. And I got seizures, I got epilepsy, and I got asthma.
But you're losing weight.
Oh yeah, I'm losing that weight, brother. Yeah, everybody say Humpty Dumpty when I got out when they first see my first video.
No,
They said, oh man, that dude pregnant or what? I said, nah, man.
That stuck with him.
I just ate so much, man. But shit, I'm trying to lose it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm losing it little by little, brother. Yes, sir.
You grew up in a neighborhood where when you went outside, everybody else was just doing a criminal thing.
Criminal thing.
That was just the average thing to do.
Yeah, doing criminal activity.
When you get conditioned at such a young age like that, it's detrimental.
Yeah. See, I was raised with a single parent, you know what I mean? I got jealousy in other people was good things. So I went out and got it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow.
I grew up as a single parent, man. I was jealous seeing other kids with good clothes, good shoes. So I went out and got it. One way or another, I was gonna get it.
Man.
If I had to break in the house or rob somebody, I was gonna get it. But now I learned the hard way. You want something, work for it. Work for what you want. It might not be the job you want or the job that I want, but at least I'm getting paid. Long as I'm getting what I want, buy what I want.
As long as I'm getting what I want, buy what I want.
Yeah.
Righteously.
Righteously.
The intention.
Yeah. Having good clothes, paying what I need to pay, man, my bills.
It's hard to afford to live right now in 2025.
Yes, it is. Everything's expensive in Austin, Texas, man. Food, the living condition. It's hard out here.
He needs to put God first, and then God will bless him as long as he's faithful to the Lord Jesus Christ. Thank you, Pamela. You met God. He stopped your heart. That's how you met God. And ever since then, you spent more time in the day room.
But back then, I spent more time in the day room. But after 2018, I was spending my time in church.
Did you notice positive change in your life inside the system at that point?
After my experience, I started seeing a lot of positive things in my life. But back then, like I said before, then everything was negative. You know what I mean? But after 2018, I started seeing a lot of positive things in my life, man. A lot of good things happening.
Did the people you were hanging around change when you went closer to faith?
Yeah, they started acting real funny, like, oh man, now you're trying to be holy moly, you know what I mean? But I told them, man, God's good, you know what I mean? Because if it wasn't for God, I won't be here talking to y'all in the day room right now today.
Do you think God's most obvious and dangerous in dark places?
Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know, man, but a lot of people, like I say, and a lot of people live in the dark, man. They don't want to see the light, brother. They don't want to see they don't want to see the real light, man. They want to be stuck in the dark, man. And like I explained to you earlier, when I explained to you back in August, I was in the dark. I lived in the dark, man. Into 2018, I know God for real, man. Because I won't be here talking to you right now today, bro. If it wasn't for the good Lord. Won't be. And I know God got something good for me. And got a good woman for me. A good job waiting for me somewhere here in Austin, Texas.
And I guarantee you that good woman's going to cook you the best enchiladas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope that echoes in the universe for you, brother.
Yep. The good enchiladas. Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like you getting tired, man.
Nah, I ain't getting tired, man. I'm fine. I'm wide awake, man. Shit.
You good?
I drank me some coffee. Shit, I'm good. Hell yeah, I could stay up all night.
Herschel. That's an interesting name, Herschel. I'm glad you found Jesus and got yourself straight.
Thank you.
You need another Bible friend, my friend? Okay, excuse me, sorry. You need another Bible, my friend?
Yes, sir.
You need a Bible?
Yes.
Peace of mind? Yes, he needs a Bible, brother. Roger said, I'll come to you, man.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead. I mean, I'll put the email in the description, guys, if you want to contact him. If you guys been here for a while now and you like what you're hearing and you want to learn from him, because guys, I've learned so much from Carlos. You learn so much 38 years behind prison bars. It's a different type of knowledge. It's kind of hard to explain. You couldn't even put it into like an English term, right? I don't think it's knowledge of not of this world, right?
Mm-hmm. Man, I'm just glad I made it out, man. Living in hell, man. I lived in hell for 38 years, man.
Wow. And you still can't. I still can't conceptualize that.
Yes.
You know, I've tried.
A lot
before.
of people can't.
You know, I've put myself in deep meditation and tried to think about 38 years in prison, but I couldn't relate.
Yeah.
I really couldn't.
I meet people every day when I be on the bus, talk, and they say, 38 years, brother, you don't even look that old. I said, I don't. They said, nah, you look young. I said, well, no, the good Lord kept me preserved, man.
He kept you preserved.
Preserved.
Man. I like that. I like that.
He kept me in a capsule.
Chasing Travels said, have a blessed evening. Thank you for being brave and sharing your story. Thank you, Chasing. That's amazing. It's amazing, man. You're willing to tell your story.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, because I want people to know, man, that we can all do right, man. It ain't all about going out there robbing people that's working hard, that got kids at home to feed. You know what I mean? People work hard for what they want. And I learned that in prison. If you want something, work for it. Work for what you want, brother. You taking food off of people's tables, you know what I mean? People working hard for that, man. And you going up there taking, back then when I was young, I didn't care. I would rob, didn't care what color you were. But after being in prison and being taught, man, hey, what you want, work for it, brother. Work for what you want, man. You out here robbing these people, taking their hard working money from them, man. you hurting not them, but their kids. You know what I mean? That's why I know, man, that there's something good out there for me right now, man. Sometimes I get that temptation, like, damn, but I know there's something good. God got something good for me, man. No, He does, man. Just matter of time, man. Matter of time. Give me a good job, man. Hopefully one day I can go see my boys, the 49ers, live.
Who's going to take him to a 49ers football game?
Yes.
Is that the ultimate wish?
Yes.
Is that the Santa Claus sitting on the lap?
Yeah, Santa Claus sitting on the lap. Go and see my boy Brock Purdy, man. Get out there, Brock. Brock Purdy, man. Yeah.
Zach777JJ said, God got something coming for you, man.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah.
God's listening right now, Carlos. What would you say to him?
Thank you, Lord, for giving me a second chance in life. Thank you for letting me come out and be with my family. And being with my friend Rachel Guzman that I missed for 38 straight years. Thank you, Lord. I know you're good.
Talk is cheap, homie. Put in the work.
Huh?
Talk is cheap, homie. Put in the work.
Yeah.
What have you been doing lately? You been putting in work?
Yeah, I've been putting in work. I've been working, cutting grass, raking yards. You know what I mean? Been raking yards, cutting grass, making money.
You've been bringing food to the table here.
Yes. Yes, I have.
And paying the phone bill.
Paying the phone bill, yes.
He's contributing, guys. He's doing his thing over here for sure. What do you enjoy the most now that you're out?
I'm being around my family. Yeah. Enjoying being around people.
These people, they've experienced freedom for their entire life.
Yes.
Or some level of freedom, right?
Yeah. Some level.
How do you think they behave differently than someone in a penitentiary?
I know I had an experience a while back on the bus. Was two couples. Cause when they got on the bus, they see me. They thought they didn't feel comfortable around me. You know what I mean? Like, I asked her, "Is there something wrong with you sitting next to me or what?" She said, "Nah, you look weird." I said, "Weird?" She said, "Your eyes look like you high." I said, "Nah, man. That's what happened when I have epilepsy. When I have a seizure, my eyes get big. You know what I mean?" So I said, "You comfortable around me?" So she ended up being comfortable sitting around me, you know, and we ended up talking, you know what I mean? I ended up telling her my story. And she told me, "Hey, Carlos, I hope you end up finding a good woman, you know what I mean? I know God got something for you." But there's sometimes people, when they see me, they don't like being around me, you know what I mean? And that's the same way I told the lady on the bus. I said, "If you don't feel comfortable around me, let me know." So I told her I ended up telling her my story. We ended up talking for about 45 minutes on the bus, you know what I mean? From the north side to the south side. And she told me, "Man, the only reason I didn't want to sit around you because your eyes, you know what I mean?" I said, "Nah, man, that's how my eyes are, you know what I mean?" But she ended up being comfortable sitting with me, man. We talked for 45 minutes on the bus. And I told her my story, that I ended up doing 38 years for aggravated robbery. She said, "Well, hope you do what's right, man." I said, "Yes, ma'am, I am."
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yes, ma'am, I
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yes,
Green eggs, toucan, and Sam. You know what we doing? We playing with eggs and ham.
Yeah.
Carlos, did you do anything in the penitentiary to keep you stimulated, to keep you excited, that was righteous when you found God?
Yeah, going to church, hanging around my brothers, you know what I mean? Hanging around my church brothers, you know what I mean? A lot of them were ex-gang members that gave their life to God, you know what I mean? A lot of them were gang members that ended up giving their life to God, you know what I mean? Because people get tired of living that prison life, man. People get tired of living that stupidity, man.
When you've seen so much misery and destruction and chaos, what helps you sleep at night?
Like I told you a while back, man, when I first met you, there's sometimes it takes me hours to go to sleep, man. I gotta meditate before I go to sleep, man.
What do you do to help meditate or to start meditating?
Just think about good things, man. Hopefully tomorrow's a better day than today, you know what I mean?
Day for day.
Day for day.
Carlos, something interesting about you is you live in the now, man. So it's really cool to be around you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's really inspiring, honestly. A lot of people are stuck in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Tomorrowland doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
I don't know what my calendar is doing on the wall anymore.
Yeah.
You know? When I took the calendar off the wall, it freed me up a little
Yeah.
bit. You know? Do you practice anything with diets or what is your relationship with food right now?
I'm gonna mow some food down. You know what I mean? I ain't got no diet. I just try not to eat that much, you know what I mean? I'm gonna mow some food down. Yeah.
What was your favorite food when you were locked up?
Oh man, them nachos. Yeah, nacho with chili.
Run me through it. What was in there?
Yeah, some nachos.
How could you make prison nachos? How would you do it? Let me know. Talk to me.
You get 2 bags of tortilla chips. Put it in a big old bag. Open them up. Heat up the chili. Throw the chili in there with the refried beans. Melt that cheese. Cut them pickles up. Slice it down with them onions. Throw it on top and mold it down. Yep. Yeah, I made some nachos for my friend a while back, you know what I mean? Some prison nachos. They said, damn, brother, you got down. That's my favorite nachos.
We got to do a live stream in the kitchen making some prison food.
Yes, sir.
Like some prison nachos, but but in the free world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We make them good
Yes, sir.
with the chorizo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we forgot about that. But they'll sell that summer sausage only around Christmas time, you know.
Get that chorizo going.
Yeah.
Hey, you like that omelet?
Nah, I don't like omelet.
The
Oh, yeah, the omelet that you took to that Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh, man, it was delicious.
that omelet's good, right?
Yeah, oh, man, that was a nice omelet.
Yeah, we're online.
That's a nice omelet, man. That was a nice Mexican restaurant we went to. Yes, we did. Yeah, that was a nice Mexican restaurant.
Aperture Science said, attention, President Arms. Ask him, can he tell us some stories about preparing some foods?
Yeah, I got a little recipes right now. I got some recipes, but I gotta dig them out.
Does it get volatile and crazy when it comes to food in prison?
Does it get crazy? About what?
When it comes to food,
Oh yeah.
when you're cooking,
Yeah. it
you
gets
know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah, right. What is that like?
Yeah, because you gotta make sure everything's prepared. You know what I mean? There's sometimes you can't really cook in the day room because everybody wants to be all up on your food. You know what I mean? Hands nasty. You know what I mean? But we used to prepare some good homemade food in prison. Yeah, not just nachos, but different. Yeah, we used to make menudos.
What'd you do for your birthdays?
My birthday, oh man, for Christmas, for my birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, oh, we all got together and cooked, you know what I mean? We all got together, everybody, black, white, and Mexican. And we all got along, we all pitched in, ate good, man. Just like brothers, man. No matter what color you were, man. We were all like brothers, man.
Why is race such a prevalent thing in prison?
Yeah, like back in the 80s, everybody was separated, you know what I mean? But now, in the present, everybody try to stick together, you know what I mean? But back then, prison was separated, you know what I mean? The blacks stuck to the cells, the whites stuck to the cell, the Mexicans stayed on one side, the blacks stayed on one side, and the whites stayed on one side. You know what I mean? Everybody was trying to stay segregated from each other, you know what I mean?
Everybody was trying to stay segregated.
Yeah, like stay, but not everybody got along, you know what I mean? Or no, just because you were brown, they mean everybody was getting along just because you were Hispanic.
Yes, we are closing to hell, or am I? Cool. Just reading the chats. You get privileges if you cook in the kitchen, allegedly?
Oh, you get privilege? Hey, yeah, you get privileges if you cook in the kitchen. Yeah, you get to cook your own food if you want.
You make it all the way up to E5?
I was G2. I left home as a trustee. I was G2 when I left.
What is a trustee able to do?
At G2, you get to bust 105. You get to stay in the day room all day. You get to go to rec all day. You go to school. You know what I mean? Go to a library. G4, you only stayed in the day room 4 hours, and the rest of the time you were racked up all day. And G5 was like Ag-Say, you know what I mean? You stayed locked up all day in the cell. Yeah, I was G2 for 2 years. The last 2 years I was in prison, I was G2, S3.
So you were locked up most of the time in your cell all day?
Yeah, because I was a fuck up, you know what I mean? Excuse my language. I was a troublemaker.
So 23-1?
Yeah.
Wow.
23 hours a day. Yes. You only came out for 1 or 2 hours. Yeah. If you're a troublemaker, you're going to be G5 or G4. But if you ain't no troublemaker, you end up being G2.
What put you in G5?
Oh, behind the TDC guard that I went crazy over. Well, I was in love with her, and I ended up crashing out, you know what I mean? My jealousy got me in trouble, you know what I mean? Ended up fighting another inmate behind her, you know what I mean? And she almost got in trouble and got walked off. But I told them I didn't know who she was, you know what I mean? They know who the lady was, but they knew they knew that we were having a relationship. But like I told them, man, I don't know who she is, man. So that's the only reason she kept her job, because I told them I didn't know who she was. I explained to you on the other video about her, on my second video.
Just lay it on us now. There's some new people in the chat here.
Yeah.
You hooked up with a guard in prison.
Yes, that was. She gave me some of that good stuff. I went crazy.
How does that happen, man? And how does a guard? I don't understand that.
If a female guard likes you, or loves you, she's gonna let you know she likes you. She's gonna do more for you than she do for the other inmates. Yeah, you gonna know she likes you, cause she's gonna do more for you than she do for the other.
Which is activities and freedom.
Yeah.
And information.
And she's gonna and she's gonna let you get some of that good stuff if she likes you. You know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, I did. I went crazy. I went crazy over Leslie Barnes. Yes, I did.
Don't, man. Come on, man. You should have said her name, man. Come on now.
Oh man, my bad.
No names, man. Come on, man. Yeah, come on, man.
No names.
No names like that.
Oh man, my bad.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of Leslie's Barnes out there, but it is what it is now.
All right, my bad.
But it's all good. Carlitos is new, man. He don't know what the internet does and like YouTube. He doesn't understand or kind of really understand that that people are watching him right now live.
I'm lost, man. I've been gone 38 years, man. I'm new to it. I'm new to this free world, man. I'm like a new baby in this free world, man. I'm like a new baby coming out of his mama's womb.
Baby coming out of his mama's womb.
Yeah.
Born into the free world at
That
54.
That's what a lady told me on the bus. He said, 38 years. He said, son, it's like you like a baby coming out of his mama's womb. A old black lady told me on the bus back in August. She said, son, it's like you coming out of your mother's womb. You new to this world. Everything's new to you, son. Don't know who the lady was, just spoke to her. We had a good conversation. She told me, son, you just like a baby coming out of his mother's womb, man. It's gonna be good. You're gonna have your difficulties, man, but everything's gonna get good. What's your name again? I said, Carlos. She said, Carlos, you just like a baby coming out of his mother's womb, man. I don't know nothing about the internet. Everything's new to me.
But you're doing better.
I'm doing better.
A lot better.
A lot better than I was back in August.
You be sending me pictures and stuff. Well, you be sending me pictures of like food and selfies.
Yeah.
All sorts of funny stuff, man. Imagine open your phone up to Carlos and he's in front of like a spaghetti or something like that.
Yeah.
You funny, man. You're an awesome dude, man. Real great character to have around. You know, good for energy, good for life. Loyal person. Look you in your eyes, tell you what's up, tell you straightforward.
Yeah.
You know, you lose your cool sometimes, Carlos.
Yes,
you know,
I do.
Everybody does, right?
Yes.
We can work on it. It's good to have things to work on, right?
Yes.
Keep it pushing. Look something to look forward to, man. Why have you shared your story now 3 times on this channel?
Because I want everybody to understand, man, that we could do better, man. We could do better. It ain't all about going out there robbing people and selling dope and taking things from people, man. Work for what you want. Do right, man. Because you ain't hurt nobody but your family and you. What happened?
I just threw a car out there. Go get whatever you want.
Yeah. Go work for what you want, brother. Work hard for what you want.
You've been working now and you feel good.
Yeah.
You feel good now that you're working. Go and getting your stuff, bringing it to the table.
Yes.
What makes you like bringing food to the table?
Yeah, because when I got out, they brought food to the table.
And now you're able to.
Yes.
For people to learn from his mistakes. You want someone to see this video and not make the same decision you did at 17.
Yes. Yes.
Because freedom means a whole lot.
Freedom means a whole lot, brother.
And there's different levels of it.
Yeah. Man, being out here with my family, man, spending time with my old friends, man, it's good, man. Yeah, man. Beautiful, man. Just being out there hanging out with my cousin Porky, my cousin Melissa and all them, man. Shout out to my cousin G. Hope you're watching it, man. My friend Rebecca. Hello.
I'm going to put your email in the description of this video when it uploads. Anybody looking to gain any knowledge from this man, anybody looking to gain a relationship with this man, 38 years in prison. It's very unique. It's very one of a kind. Not many people survive prison with a sentence of 35 years. And so I want to give you guys the information so you can contact him. I pinned his Cash App right there. Thank you, Babylon Babs. Hey, Babel, thank you for tuning in tonight and holding the chat down. God bless you. I see the work you're putting in. It's awesome. Love you. So, Carlos, I know you're getting tired, man. So this is what we're going to do. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all, man.
Christmas, the day after Christmas, we got something cool planned. I'm gonna ask you one time. You want to be a part of it?
Yes.
Let's tap in, man. Thank you for tapping in with us, man.
Yeah. Send a shout out to my girl Rachel Guzman, man, out of Austin, Texas, man.
Hey, W's in the chat for Carlos. W's in the chat for Carlos, man, sharing his stories after the misery and the suffering.
I love you, Rachel.
He came out of destruction and became an angel. And Carlos, you're favored by God. I want you to know that.
Yes.
Merry Christmas. God bless you guys. W's in the chat. W guys, thank you guys. Holding it down in real time community. You guys are the best community. Right now, we're waking up in real time.